Good afternoon, everybody. Big Mike back here with you once again. Welcome back to Big Mike Talks, where today I'm not going to be reviewing NWA Power, MLW Fusion, and AEW Collision. I did end up missing those shows because I was out of town. I did come back on Sunday, but I had some responsibilities to take care of. So I did not end up watching them, so I do apologize for that. Instead, let me get you let's call this how do I say this? A make-good video. It's something a little different. It's still wrestling, but I think it's something that will be entertaining, and I can bring to you pretty dang easily. So, these are the 10 things I think TNA can do to get back on track. So, I'm saying this because post the AMC deal, TNA has felt flat most days. Like, not saying all bad, but it's like, something's missing from this. And I am going to give you a list of what I think TNA could do to get in good bit more with their fans, including myself. So we got number 10, go easier on the authority figures. So what I'm saying here is, I don't mind certain authority figures. I think they do work at some points. But right now, TNA currently has 3. Technically 3. It's on screen, it's 2, but then you got whoever's on the phone with Daria Ray. So I'm going to count them as an authority figure. So yeah, it's Santino Marella. You have Daria Ray, the former Sonya Deville, and whoever the heck she's talking on the phone with. So I'm going to say this. Either give Santino a different title and position in the company, or let's just scrap the authority figure thing altogether. I do believe that the plan is to do Team Santino versus Team Daria / whoever's on the phone for ultimate authority-ship. But ultimately, I'm just sick and tired of authority figures in pro wrestling. So either cut down on them or get rid of them. That's my thing. Number 9, let's get some legit luchadors in TNA. Now, prior to their partnership with WWE, TNA had a couple of interesting luchadors, going all the way back to guys like Suicide and... Although, was Suicide really a luchador? I don't really remember. I don't think so. But like, Extreme Tiger and... they had Laredo Kid and Octagon Jr. from AAA. And I just like to see some more luchadors. Get some more high-flying in the X division, personally. But yeah, let's get some more Lucha Libre action on TNA. I feel like that would be more fun. Number 8, and this is one that can go to a lot of promotions. Stop artificially extending storylines. And I'm going to say this, TNA has been guilty of this a lot. Where you go to the pay-per-view, it looks like it's the end of that story, but then the next week they continue. It's super annoying, and it's something we don't need. Once the story's over, move on to something else. And that goes for... Honestly, that goes for everybody, because WWE is really doing it like this too. Number 7, and this is one that can also go to other promotions, strike while the iron is hot. And my main example of this is Danny Luna. Now, obviously, she had some work card problems, considering she's from the UK. But when she got that figured out, she was still very much over with the crowd. So much so that she could have easily been Knockouts champion. Instead, she got beat by the champion, who was Santino's daughter from NXT. I forget her name. And then they just moved on, and then Danny asked for her release. And it's stuff like that that just annoys the heck out of me. And it's happened in other divisions. It's not just a TNA problem. But TNA, please learn how to strike while the iron's hot. Number 6, more heavyweight level talent. Currently, the TNA heavyweight division includes champion Mike Santana, although I don't know for how much longer. Nick Nemeth, the former Dolph Ziggler. Moose, who's actually out selling an attack. And I think that's it. And maybe the Hardys? But yeah, I think it's time for TNA to go out there, find some heavyweight level talent. And I don't just mean the big ripped guys. I mean, like, let's bring, like, Alex Kane in. Let's bring, I don't know, maybe we could do something with Zilla Fatu before he goes to the Fed. Something like that. Number 5, focus on talent more from the signing talent from the independent scene than ex-WWE guys. And while there are some independent guys in TNA that I like, Leon Slater, Ricky Sosa, guys like that, there are way too many talents, ex-WWE talent in the promotion right now. And I get it, they can be where they want and sign whoever they want. I'd like to see, like, a Luigi Primo in TNA, or Kevin Blackwood, or someone like that. Especially for, like, the X Division. Because let me tell you, Giovanni Vinci does not scream X Division guy. Number 4. And this could honestly be number 1 on my list, but that'll come later. Bring back the Bound for Glory series and the World X Cup. Now, what these are tournament style. Then, they're tournaments for different things. So, Bound for Glory series, you basically have round robin tournament. And then the top 2 or top 3 in the bracket face each other for a future shot at Bound for Glory. Which makes sense. It was a little predictable by the end. But, yeah, I'd like to see this come back. And the World X Cup. Oh, boy, I loved the X Division style growing up, and it's pretty much the default right now. But I'd like to see the World X Cup come back. It's team versus team versus team. It's a 4-team battle where if you win, you get points. And then the top 2 teams face each other for Ultimate Glory. And it's mostly like little guys. Like X Division style. So you can have the Team TNA, Team WWE, Team AEW. And I think it would be fun. The last time TNA did like a World Cup, it wasn't an X Cup, it was just everyone involved. And it was like a one night only kind of thing. It was so weird. So I'm gonna ask TNA now, please bring back the World X Cup. That stuff was so much fun. Number 3, giving more TV time to the X and tag divisions. And this is kind of weird because X Division was the bread and butter for TNA for years. Now it feels like an afterthought. Where you got guys like Ryan Nemeth challenging for it. And that's why I want the X Cup, World X Cup back. Giving more spotlight and TV time to the X Division. And then the Tag Division. The Tag Division is, I'm not going to say in shambles, but there's a couple of guys. This has pretty much been a 3-team division. You got the System, which is Bear Bronson and Brian Myers. Then it's the Hardys, Matt and Jeff, and they're broken again. And then Vincent and Dutch are the Righteous. And then you got Sinner and Saint sitting at home. Men's tag division definitely needs a little help. And then there's the Knockouts tag division, which is currently being held by the Elegance brand. And then you got Team Tessa, which is like the former Alicia Fox and Myla Grace, I think her name is. No, she just got released. It's Myla Moore, I think her name is. And then Demon Buddy, aka Allie and Rosemary, are back together. So there's really no depth to either the X or either of the tag divisions. And I'd like to see more of that. Give me more of those guys that brought you to the dance. Number 2, replace the creative team. Right now, the creative includes Tommy Dreamer and Delirious. And oh boy, the TV for this has been so... It's been so mind-numbing. Besides that last plunder match with the Righteous and the Hardys, I can't think of one interesting story that I'm fully invested in with TNA. They've been dragging this EY cleanse thing for a while. Elena Black has just been spinning her wheels. Again, women Knockouts tag division tag titles haven't been defended in months. It's time. Maybe it's time for some fresh eyes on creative. And for love of God, let's get Carlos Silva away from this. He can focus on the business part. Give someone else the keys to the kingdom. Because this ain't working. And number 1, I think this is the most important. Figure out your identity. And no, I'm not calling for the Six-Sided Ring back because honestly, I've been in the Six-Sided Ring for a meet and greet with AJ Styles. And I understand why that ring wasn't so popular with certain guys. But good lord, this company needs not really a rebrand, but like they need to kind of figure out their own thing. Because they kind of feel like a combination of AEW's wrestling with WWE's storytelling. And it's not meshing well. I wish they would get away from WWE's influence, kind of do their own thing, and figure themselves out. Because I know what they can be. I know what this group is capable of. And I'd like to see them do better. So, that's my list. I hope you all guys all enjoyed. So here's kind of the updated thing. Obviously tonight is game 4 of the NBA Finals featuring the New York Knickerbockers, which I will be watching. Probably means I'm not watching Dynamite tonight. I will try to watch it on replay during the day tomorrow, which should be fine. But then I might also miss TNA Impact tomorrow night because I am going out. So that should be fun. Friday, more than likely, it's just going to be Dynamite. Mostly because I don't know where I can find a replay for TNA. Saturday's going to be interesting because that's Game 5 of the NBA Finals. So I should be able to get NWA Power and maybe MOW Fusion watched and recorded on my notes. Collision, probably not so much. Maybe watch that on Sunday. Get that done and cover that either Monday or Tuesday. I believe I have a doctor's appointment on Monday, although that's more during the morning, I believe. So, yeah, stuff to keep an eye on. Then probably next week we'll get to some regularly scheduled programming. And until that time, happy wrestling, everybody. Peace.